My mum about 7 years ago set up Grief Encounter. She was traumatised at such an early age, and she has just turned that into such a positive.
Those that are bereaved young of a mum or a dad or a sibling will tell you that this is the worst thing that has ever happened to them. It is, I know, because it happened to me. I was orphaned by the time I was 9. As a child, you quickly get the message that talking about death, dying, or people going to die is something that adults find very difficult to deal with.
I lost my father when I was very young, very suddenly to a heart attack. Life as a young bereaved person is scary and very, very lonely.
Not only do bereaved children lose their parent and their security and their safety and the unconditional love of a parent, but they also probably lose their home, their school, their friends, certainly the world as they knew it.
I remember being in a session with a counsellor and being very upset, and she asked me, you know, if she could do anything to make this better, what would she do? And I just said, I want my dad back.
Grief Encounter, good morning, how can I help you? We always say at the charity, we can't wave a magic wand or bring the dead person back, but Shelley and the team at Grief Encounter, through her passion and drive, make the life more positive and give them hope for the future when their whole life has been absolutely shattered.
I was witnessing the same misconceptions repeated again and again by these young people. And I put some of these ideas in a book which is called Grief Encounter, which is to encourage conversations between children and adults about death. I had no idea about the public reaction this book would have. It's now a bestseller, and it proved to be the foundation of the charity that I set up in 2004.
It actually details the way that children can be spoken to, can learn about their emotional issues, and it enables parents, rather than say teachers for example, to actually sit down and work with their own children.
It's quite hard to explain about the pain you can't see, about the pain of a broken heart, but don't be fooled. Children we meet are experiencing a broken heart. I had to learn that lesson very, very young, unfortunately, but what it did teach me was the positive thing. We've got one life, let's live it to the full. And that's what I hope for our families that we're helping today.
It was an enormous decision actually to take on being a founding patron for Grief Encounter, given that being in the media and the glare of, my wife and I had become high-profile bereaved parents when we lost Holly in 2002. But having met Shelley and saw what just an amazing lady she is, those kind of concerns literally were popped out the window.
When she launched the charity, I sat there at the launch and I thought to myself, my word, this is something special you're putting together.
Do you want to share who you've been thinking about?
My mummy.
Your mummy.
The thing is with Shelley, she has huge vision and is always positive, always says yes. There's never a possibility that she says no to anything. There's always a way.
We're now helping on a one-to-one basis 120 children every week. On top of that, we get the families together in our family workshops or our residential camp, or even to send out resources through our grief relief kits.
I think Daddy would like those colours. Yeah, look. Shelley's helped me a lot. She's helped me remind me of my dad, but in a good way, and I'm with other people who've gone through the same experience.
All of these children who experience such difficulties, they know that no one understands like she does.
She's enabled us to deal with difficult situations now head on, and the only way now is forward for us.
It will get more difficult sometimes and then it will get easier, but the work of Grief Encounter is to help children and young people to get through these difficult times, so it's really important that they're there for that.
For me to see Shelley in the final 5 of these wonderful annual awards, I believe she's a winner already.